Hi guys, what's going on? And welcome back to an episode of Total War Arena. So we are breaking out Leonidas today with these tier 4 hoplites. I think they're even called the Athenian Hoplites. These they are. So yes, how do I get on with these? Obviously, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know I am far from the best hoplite player. I really struggle with sort of like the level of micromanagement that's required. And yeah, I find them pretty difficult to do well with. But they are kind of good fun, and I have definitely improved from where I was. So I think we're going to be taking these tier 4s out with Leonidas. I've not really played Leonidas much before. Obviously, I tried them initially with Miltiades because of the extra mobility you get with him. But of course, it's not so good in sort of a holding the line type fight. Whereas Leonidas is more that sort of resilient sort of commander. His shield bash is really quite an effective ability. Obviously gets a fight in the shade, which reduces the amount of range damage we can take because we can increase his missile block chance, etc. So there's quite a few options there on things that we've got which are quite good. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say. Let's just hop straight into a battle and see how we get on, really. So we are loading in with our spearmen. Where am I going to go? I have no clue. Let's go up here somewhere. We'll probably just make a push around the hill, I am thinking. What a mix of tiers we've got. I think we are bottom tier, yeah, there's some tier 5s kicking around. Okay, so this could be a bit tough, but we shall see how we get on. Good few infantry kicking around, not a good few infantry. Actually, what am I talking about? Not really very many infantry at all. Falconsmen, quite light infantry, not a lot of heavy, no Romans.
All enemy forces.
Which is going to make things a little bit interesting, I think. So, let's see how we get on. We'll just push up to the centre and sort of see what we're going to do from there. What's our movement be like? Horrific. Hey. Probably put these two guys just to block up this bit here. And my commander's unit can come down here. It's like the length of this formation. And we'll just kind of see what we see. It looks like our cavalry is going to do a really good job and capture the flag, which is nice. It's going to give us good visibility. Basically, absolute ton of spearmen. And enemy artillery. Okay. Let's keep you a little bit hidden behind the rock then, if I'm going to start getting stones lobbed at me. It looks like they've got the advantage numerically. We've got these Falconsmen here, but it's not going to be particularly great against spearmen unless they can sort of get a flank in. So we're going to have to be careful sort of how this plays. And it would be better for us, I think, given our range of our artillery, if they come to us rather than we go to them. So I'm just going to stay here and or pull back as the situation sort of changes. Although we are now coming into range of the enemy units, so we're going to be a bit careful here. Are we going to be in range of that artillery? I'm reluctant to get shot badly by them. Is what I don't want to happen, you see. That is a Milty, so we should be able to do better than proportionally. He's going to get flanked. Let's advance. These slingers, so let's shield up. Try and push just straight into these guys, into the back of them particularly, will be lovely for us. We'll keep these two guys there. Shield bash. And then let's pull back because we're going to get flanked by these guys. Pull back, pull back, pull back. We've got our friendly Falconsmen here. Let's just keep pulling back, maintain formation, keep our fatigue down, and they shouldn't really be able to get in amongst us. Because we're heavier than them in terms of our sort of unit composition.
Double time. To the ground.
Go for a thrust there, and then let's back off again. Just keeping the damage up. Obviously, we're a lower tier unit, so we're going to have a bit of a tough time in this fight, you know, in this sort of situation. We're going to get our shield bash back soon, so let's just push back into them again a little bit. Keeping an eye on our units there. Go for our shield bash. Let's bring you round. We'll start to pressure you up against those spearmen then, see if we can block them in. How are you getting on? Okay, keep pulling back. Your fatigue's getting a little bit high there. Ooh, and we're going to get rear flanked. Okay. Interesting. Straight into phalanx. Push you into there. Micromanaging, getting fairly busy now.
Into phalanx. We must defend our base.
You're fine standing there. I'm happy with that. Keep pulling back. Keep pulling back. You're going to get flanked. We've got friendly support there. We have. Sorry, I'm not talking much. I am at maximum operating capacity here. Whose fatigue's getting high? Yours is. Don't turn around. Just pull back that way. Pull back that way. Pull back that way. Maintain your fatigue. How are you getting on? You're pulling back to friendly troops, which is good. Our base is being captured. Just unfortunately, nothing I can do about that at this sort of moment in time because I'm just sort of at maximum capacity. We're not really causing a lot of damage here. We're having a bit of a hard time against these guys because we're quite outnumbered. They're breaking off, so let's push into them. Let's start to push into you and back into you, which is fine across the board. Let's push hard to go for some thrusts. You're doing good damage there. You're pushing into there. Let's go for shield bash. try and get a good bit of damage, which we do. Now got to bring these guys back really right down into the back. Maintain the fatigue on these guys because they're starting to build up quite a lot there. Wow, you're having a bit of a hard time with it, aren't you? I think you're going to have to push forwards because of the amount of damage you're taking. And we're now about to get rear flanked by some barbarians. So let's turn. And then back off to try and maintain our position. Right, you guys back in. Come on, start to pull out, guys. You're starting to get really screwed over here. Let's bring these guys in. These guys are going to start to form up there. Hopefully we're not going to rout. Fatigue's looking okay there. We're going to go for one of them. You're going to keep pulling back, and you're going to... I don't know what you're going to do. Start to push into there. I want to come back here. The barbarians, obviously not what they're doing. They're pulling out the fight because they know full well they're losing. And so this is the situation we're in. So we're going to go for a thrust. Then we're going to have a bit of a push forwards. And we're going to go for a shield bash to try and get maximum damage in there, which is good. Good. Let's try and pull you back. And pull you back. There. Okay, you come out phalanx and make a run for it. Try and pull back down the hill, trying to maintain unit cohesion. This is what kind of I feel like these guys are all about. Just is steady holding. We're not doing tremendous amounts of damage, but we're holding up far greater numbers than we have a right to, sort of thing. You know, we're stopping all these guys at the moment. Large numbers, which is exactly what we want. So let's start getting pushing back in. Well, our fatigue is already fairly high, so we need to back off really to try and lower our fatigue. Our second unit's in better condition, and we've got our third unit coming back round. Look at that, we're getting our fatigue back down now, which is what we want to be doing. Whew. Okay, and we're still alive, which is also the other critical thing. See? So straight in for a thrust there. Good. And yeah, we're starting to keep damage up, trying to keep damage up. These guys' fatigue is slowly going to start to build. Let's push in, and we're going to go for a shield bash. Shield bash now. Get some good damage. I love the shield bash. It does really good amounts of damage. Let's start pushing back. Oh, barbarian! No, we can take that. Let's push in, push in. Shield bash. Okay, and then pull back out. So you can see my tactic is generally to sort of push in for the shield bash because that gives us quite good sort of like, you know, options in that sense. Start to push into the barbarians if they're going to try and start to go for me.
To the ground.
And they'll start to push around here if they want to, but they don't want to follow, which is fine by me. We are winning this game. We just need to hold our ground. Doing a good job here. They're pushing right into me so we can get some good damage with our shield bash, which we do. And shield bash is such a nice move. It is so far the favourite thing about Leonidas, I think, is his shield bash. Although I haven't yet got onto the hold the line type, you know, effect. Go for there, and then we can go for a heavy thrust as well. And let's pull those guys back. Whose fatigue is getting too high? These guys here, so you need to pull back. Our first unit starts to pull back as well, maintaining the line. I think we're going to turn these guys around now and send them up as a new line, and then we're going to pull our first unit back because these guys are fresh, ready for combat. Let's get these in. Our aggression, while not great, really built up a lot compared to you know, over this time, because we're slowly ebbing these guys down, slowly wearing them away. Push in hard, go for a good shield bash. Wasn't a super effective shield bash actually. Maybe slightly overreached ourselves.
Knock them down.
These guys maintaining their fatigue relatively well. Keep the shield bash up.
To the ground.
And let's push in with these guys now. Go for them. Okay, we're getting some friendly artillery. I think I might come out of phalanx here and just go in hand to hand. Probably the same with these. And these actually. We're just breaking down into sort of hand to hand combat now. This artillery is not in any way helpful. Okay, just get stuck in. Oh no, you guys are doing that. Please stop killing me. What are you doing? Please stop. Please don't do that. Not helpful. Is he a connected player or is he AFK? Stop shooting me. Okay, let's try and deal with that. What is going on? You see, now we're getting problems because we're now out of phalanx. Oh dear, that's not going so well now. Things are starting to turn against us. I don't know where the rest of our team has ever been because we seem to be completely on our own here. Let's at least get back into a phalanx. We'll try and advance with these guys. Where are you here? So turn around and go this way. These guys are going to push this way and then we are going to turn around like that. Oh dear, I'm exhausted. And this is why I struggle. You can see now why I completely struggle with this sort of thing. Let's try and pull back. Maybe give some opportunities for our artillery to get shots in. Let's try and curve ourselves back round. You can see we're about to try to get flanked. I think the flank modifier is going to get us. No, not quite, amazingly. Artillery's actually getting some good damage now without just smashing into me every time.
Bash them!
So I'm going to try and pin myself up against this rock, I think. So they can't flank me, that's what I'm trying to prevent, because obviously I will get a modifier as soon as I get flanked. Like that. So that's too much, I'm gone. And then we've just got a man left. I'm not going to be able to do a lot with him. And there we go. Okay, well that was a really tough fight on the hill. I think we held up a lot of people for a lot of time. It seems like the bulk of our team is disconnected. Artillery on the hill is disconnected. These guys are AFK, just sat in a forest. This guy's now going into hand-to-hand. So that's probably why we've not had a lot of support. You know, we've just got AFK here, not doing anything. Some dogs, I don't know where those guys have been. Maybe they've been contributing something. But a lot of the team seem to be not doing anything this game. So I think that's why we were on our own for so long on that hill trying to hold out. So, not exactly in a great game, but I think we did reasonably holding out, considering that I'm, at the best of times, a fairly terrible spearman player. So I think we sort of did a reasonable job of sort of staying alive, if nothing else, in challenging circumstances. And that is kind of, I guess, what pikes are supposedly pretty good at, is just that. Spearmen, sorry, not pikes. Spearmen are good at just holding the line, getting into a tough position. They're really quite hard to kill. You know, they're hard to damage because, you know, in phalanx they can back off, they can keep backing off in a way that other infantry can't. And I think that sort of ability, as long as you can keep your fatigue low and not get completely surrounded, then you can do a pretty good job of keeping up a decent damage. So it looks like we're going to win this game. We've got our dogs coming in now. All our cavalry are stuck in this massive melee, so I think it's only going to be a matter of time before we get this one. Yeah, now down to 2 points. So it's not a too bad a game. And there go the rest of the enemy barbarians. And there we go, victory. So, spearmen, tough. I still find them tough. I've been playing them a little bit more to try and see if I can get the hang of them. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you've seen some of my previous videos where I attempt to play spearmen badly. But yeah, I definitely feel like I have some bit better ability to manage them now than I ever did before. But we've still got a fair way to go. I just need to get Leonidas up a few more levels, up to tier 5, and then we can move on to the tier 5s, so we'll probably have a video about them as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed this sort of wander around that hilltop. If you have, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please subscribe to the channel for lots more Total War Arena content. Give the video a like, and I shall see you all on the next video.